Alright guys, this is the Waizowl, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, OGM Pro V2. So this is the red color. My lighting's not the best, so it looks a little pink, but this was sent out to me by Lethal Gaming Gear for review, though that will not change my opinions on the product. So let's get into the box. So the box right here, this is a very nice box, premium box, similar to the Lamb Zoo boxes. This is the second best box I've ever opened for a mouse. I think they really did a good job on that. I could just open that up for you, show you inside. The accessories will be under there, but I have them out of the box, so I'll show you what you get in the box. First, you get this 8K dongle, which lights up. Then you get a really nice red cable. You get these dot skates. They're all the same color. These just have the protector off of them. We'll get into how these are later. You have these grips. I didn't try them, so I don't know if they're any good. Then you have these skates. I didn't try this set either, but they're there. And then you also have these skates on the bottom of the mouse. These are the ones I mostly use. These are probably the best ones, but they do not come on the mouse installed. There is also a sensor ring skate. I misplaced that, but you can put that one on also. So I just want to start off with the shape, just turning it around so you can see. So the closest mouse shape I have to this is the zaopin Z2. If you see, the zaopin Z2 is slightly taller and a little more curved in the front, but this I would consider a zaopin Z2 mini. This though is a much more premium mouse, but just shape wise I can't really give you the best comparison. But yeah, this is essentially a zaopin Z2 mini in my opinion. It's a slightly different shape, but mostly pretty similar. Just obviously smaller. Then let's get into the spec. Oh wait, so before we get into the specs, this is a claw mouse. You can use palm. I don't know about fingertip, but it is very good for claw, and it is definitely usable for palm. In terms of the specs, this comes with a paw 3950, up to 8K polling rate. It is between 49 and 52 grams without skates. Mine weighed in at 52 grams with dot skates, so with these it's probably about 53, 54. It has a Nordic 52840 MCU for the mouse and the dongle. It claims up to 130 hours in battery life, though the battery life for me has been all right, not the best, not the worst. I don't know the exact milliamp hour batteries, but it's good. In terms of these clicks, so they are transparent blue shell pink dots, which are a very standard switch a lot of people like. There is a tad of wobble, but it's very tight, very good. I had no issues with the clicks. I really enjoyed these clicks. Let me just try to give you a sound closer to the mic, which is actually over here. Now side clicks, scroll wheel click. So I also think the side clicks are also very good side clicks. I really like these, one of my favorites. In terms of coding, you can kind of see there are some like sweat marks on it from getting dirty. It is a very grippy coating, but if you do get sweaty, it still gets sweaty. It's not the best coating. It's probably about the second best coating I've ever had. I think it's really good. If you don't sweat at all, this might be the best coating. Solid coating, obviously really good. In terms of performance, I had no issues with this in game. The software is pretty standard, average software for most mice, nothing special. So now getting into the two issues I had with this mouse. So the reason why I'm using the full skates instead of usually using dots is because on a hard mouse pad, like a ceramic mouse pad or a glass mouse pad, there is an insane amount of wobble with the dots. Like most mice still have wobble with dots, but this was like insane. It's possible the mold on the bottom is uneven. There's just a tad with full skates, but it's literally not noticeable. I also heard another person say the sensor ring isn't good and it makes the wobble even worse. If you're using a cloth pad, you don't have to worry about this at all. It's literally it's non-existent on a cloth pad. So if you are going to use a hard pad, I wouldn't recommend using the dots, and there just might be a tad of non-noticeable wobble if you use the full skates. So in terms of my issue with the polling rate, so 8K polling rate doesn't work for me, but it's not really a real issue because I am using a 165 hertz monitor, and I asked other reviewers who are using higher refresh rate like 240, 360, and for them it works completely fine. So it's not really an issue with the mouse. It's just my not so powerful PC and my monitor. So if you are on a 240 hertz setup with a good PC, don't worry about the 8K polling rate. It should work fine for you. The issue I did have is usually on 4K on every mouse I've ever tried, it works perfectly. Like the zaopin Z2, I never have any issues, but on this mouse I have to run at 2K because the 4K is just not very good. So do keep that in mind. If you are running a 165 hertz monitor, you might even have to go all the way down to 2K because the 4K just doesn't feel good. I'm not sure if the 4K will feel good on a 240 hertz monitor. It's possible they just didn't optimize their 4K well and just went for full optimization for 8K for the people to work for. But overall, I think it's pretty good. In terms of QC on this mouse, there is no side flex. This is built like a brick and it's pretty light. It's around 50 grams. Very good QC. It feels very good. I don't have any actual like physical issues with this mouse other than the wobble, which, as I said, if you're using full skates or a cloth mouse pad, it doesn't matter. So overall, this mouse is about $96 on Lethal Gaming Gear. There are 3 colors on Lethal Gaming Gear: red, black, and pink. There are other colorways that exist. They are just not on Lethal Gaming Gear, so you will have to look elsewhere for those. But overall, I think this is for under $100. This is an amazing mouse. This is one of the best mice I've ever used. Great QC, great clicks, great coding. So if you're looking for a mouse which is an ergo shape like this, similar to the Z2, or just you like this specific shape, you like this red maybe, then I can definitely recommend it. Amazing mouse. Great job, Waizowl, if I'm pronouncing that right. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.